Alright everyone, welcome to another video dito sa Anatomy of a Scam series natin. And tonight we'll be talking about trading versus investing. Now, initially my plan was to end the series this week, with the discussion on Goku. But when I was going through mga Twitter, social media, mga Instagram feeds and so on, na-realize ko na ang daming tao that tend to interchange yung trading at investing. So, ang kinahihinatnan is madalas nagkakaroon ng disconnect. Diba? I'm not gonna use the term away because that's a strong term, no? But nagkakaroon ng disconnect wherein person A will disagree with person B and so on simply because yung pananaw ni person B or pananaw ni person G ay hindi pareho sa pananaw niya. So, I figured na it's important to differentiate between the two before we end this series kasi ang focus natin sa Anatomy of a Scam has mostly been about trading. Diba? That's not to say na hindi kayo pwede mag-invest using the techniques, using the systems, using the parameters that you've learned so far from this series, no? It's just that it's more geared or more focused towards trading. Now, ano nga ba yung investing? Okay, i-define muna natin siya, pati yung trading, para mas maganda yung usapan natin and we can differentiate them better. The goal of investing is to gradually build wealth over an extended period of time through the buying and holding of a portfolio of stocks, baskets of stocks, meaning yung mga index funds and so on, mutual funds, bonds, and other investment instruments. Okay, nowadays, kasama na rin dyan yung mga crypto, kasama na dyan ng forex, and so on. But the goal of investing is yun nga, diversify your portfolio sa iba-ibang mga holdings na pwede nyong or pinapaniwalaan nyo na kayang pagkakitaan ng pera over a prolonged period of time. Investments often are held for a period of years or even decades, taking advantage of perks like interest, dividends, and stock splits along the way. While markets inevitably fluctuate, investors will ride out the downtrends with the expectation that prices will rebound and any losses eventually will be recovered. Now, ito yung tinatawag ng iba na pamana stocks. Kaya pamana stocks kasi wala silang balak ibenta. Balak nila, palalakihin lang nila, hopefully, over time. And when the time comes na papanaw na sila or siguro kailangan nila magbigay ng dowry sa anak nila or whatever, for whatever reason, ipapamana nila yung matagal nilang hawak na stock. Diba? People who invested in Jollibee, let's say, a long time back, let's say nakabili ka at 50 pesos or 90 pesos, obviously, nakakita ka na ng returns sa investment mo, no? It has been, well, I wouldn't say a wild ride, but may mga ups and downs along the way. But since hawak-hawak mo lang siya, mas hindi mo pinapansin yung mga periods of ups or periods of downs kasi nga, your expectation is to hold on to something for a prolonged period of time. Okay? Yung mga tulad nila Warren Buffett, mga ganon, those are investors. Warren Buffett is not a trader. Now, ano naman yung trading? Trading involves more frequent transactions such as the buying and selling of stocks, commodities, currency pairs, etc. The goal is to generate returns that outperform buy and hold investing. While investors may be content with annual returns of maybe 10% to hanggang 15%, traders might seek a 10% return each month. Trading profits are generated by buying at a lower price and selling at a higher price within a relatively short period of time. The reverse also is true. Trading profits can be made by selling at a higher price and buying to cover at a lower price, known as selling short, to profit in falling markets. Now, before we go on, I just want to express some of my thoughts regarding both approaches, no? Kung super busy kayo sa lives nyo, you have very demanding jobs, sabihin natin, lalo na baka malaki yung family nyo, or marami kayong hobbies, gusto nyo, mahilig kayong mag-diving, for example, mag-gardening, or whatever. Kumbaga, maraming demands for your time. Then investing might be the way to go. Okay? Pag mas marami kayong oras or mainipin kayo, tulad ko. Okay? The reason why nahihirapan ako mag-invest ng long-term using the majority of my portfolio is because mainipin akong tao eh. I want more quote-unquote action. Diba? So I trade. Now, ang important aspect dito is both sides want to out-earn each other. That's why laging nagkakaroon discussion na, hindi, tinan mo si Warren Buffett, ganito yung ginagawa. Pero trader yung nagsasabi. Diba? Or kunyari sasabihin nila, tinan mo si Livermore, ganito yung ginagawa. Pero investor yung nagsasabi. That simply doesn't make sense. Kasi magkaiba kayo ng approaches, magkaiba kayo ng ginagawa. So the expectation is, while there's that matter of pride na gusto mo yung sistema na ginagamit mo out-earns yung sistema na ginagamit ng iba, the fact of the matter remains na on a month-to-month, year-to-year basis, results will fluctuate. Hindi ako naniniwala na may singular approach lang na tama, quote-unquote, para sa market. People will approach the market the best way they know how, the best way that they understand. And wala po sa atin para awayin or basagin yung mga pananaw ng mga tao na naiiba sa atin. Kanya-kanya po yan eh. Hindi naman po niya tinitrade yung pera nyo at hindi nyo rin naman tinitrade yung pera niya. Okay? Now, what are the key differences between trading and investing? Siyempre, unang-una is yung period. Trading is a method of holding stocks for a short period of time. It could be for a week or more often a day. Trader holds stocks till the short-term high performance, whereas investing is an approach that works on buy and hold principle. Investors invest their money for some years, decades, or for even longer periods. Short-term market fluctuations are insignificant in the long-running investing approach. So, ano ibig sabihin nito? Kapag nagtitrade kayo, depende on how you approach it. Okay? You could be a swing trader, you could be a scalper. Pag scalper, usually sandalian lang yung hawak. Swing trader, maybe a day, maybe 2, maybe 3. Diba? Pwede rin kayong maging position trader. Pag position trader, you could be holding on to it for months, for years. Depende. As long as the trend is in your direction, diba? Now, within your parameters, hawak-hawak nyo lang. So, technically speaking, parang investing na din, diba? So, maraming different approaches para sa mga trader, but ang habol nila is short-term investments, okay? When I say short-term, is yung mas maikli than buying something and hoping na after 10 years, 20 years down the line, nalalaki to kasi naniniwala ako sa kumpanyang to eh. So, bibili sila, they could be using whatever parameters that they want to buy in the hopes na in a short period of time, kikita yun na malaki. Okay? Now, kapag sa investing naman, dito pumapasok yung hindi mahalaga gaano saan ka mag-entry sa isang stock. Kasi, yung short-term ups and downs, hindi naman mahalaga sa'yo eh. Diba? Your plan is to hold on to something for a prolonged period of time. Now, ang nagiging issue dito sa period is yung mga trader na nagiging investor. And vice versa, para lang fair. Some traders hindi susunod sa plano nila or magka-trade ng walang plano. Tapos kapag ka nalugi, magiging investor, hahawakan na lang. Tapos kapag may masabi yung ibang tao na hindi pabor sa stock na hawak-hawak nila, maikipag-away, magagalit. Ang liit lang ng community natin, di ba? Maganda sana, wala na tayo ganong negativity. The opposite is also true. Ibang investors, dapat ang plano, isahawakan nila ng matagal. Kunyari, bumili sila ng S.C.A.M, bumili sila ng Ayala. Umangat ng 10%, bebenta agad kasi maiinip sila. Di ba? Iisipin nila, sayang naman yung 10%. So, it's important na from the get-go, you understand kung what you want from the market. Ang gusto mo ba is mga mabilisan lang? O gusto mo yung matagalan? Basta ang mahalaga, walang basagan ng trip, di ba? But it's important for you to know what is it you want to do para hindi po kayo nalilito when it comes to actually executing whatever you want, whether it's trading or investing and so on. Next is capital growth. Traders look at the price movement of stocks in the market. If the price goes higher, traders may sell the stocks. Simply, trading is skill of timing the market, whereas investing is an art of creating wealth by compounding interest and dividends over the years by holding quality stocks in the market. Okay, so either approach may kanya-kanyang pros and cons yan. Yes, percentage gains, kung yun lang ang pag-uusapan. There's a distinct possibility that trading could out-earn investing. Pero pag nag-i-invest naman po kayo, maaaring over time, mas steady, mas consistent yung growth nyo. So, kapag nagte-trade, maaaring mas choppy yung growth, di ba? May periods of fast growth, may period na may sharp decline. Okay? Sa investing, there's a chance na steady lang. Kasi nga, hinahabol nyo is basta nagko-compound yung account, lumalaki siya over time, dinadagdagan nyo yung mga binibili nyo, meron kayong mga plano, meron kayong kanya-kanyang approach, and over time, with dividends and capital appreciation and such, makikita rin kayo. Kumbaga, lalaki yung hawak nyo and you can out-earn inflation. Diba? Now again, this is both important kasi kung yung approach nyo is to trade, then you really shouldn't be focused on dividends. You shouldn't be focused on, oh, may stock split na yung ganyan and things like that. Not because you can't make money out of it, but because it's not your primary way of making money from the market. Diba? Tatimingan nyo pa yung mga stock splits and everything, parang dagdag lang siya na pabigat sa inyo. I am not saying that it cannot be done. I'm just saying that there's an easier way to approach the market if all you want is to simply trade. If you're investing, same thing. You should be focused on sa long term. Lahat ng short term, hindi naman sa hindi mahalaga, but mas hindi nyo binibigyan or tinutuunan ng pansin. Next, risk. Undoubtedly, both trading and investing imply risk on your capital. Important po to ha. Hindi po porket nag-invest kayo at balak nyong hawakan ng ilang taon or ilang dekada, ibig sabihin hindi po malulugi yung hawak nyo. Okay? People want to make sure. Gusto nila, dahil pinaghirapan ko yung pera na ini-invest ko sa market o yung pera na pinagtatrade ko sa market. Dahil pinagpawisan ko to, nagdugo ako para kunin tong perang to. Kailangan, for some odd reason, yung market, i-reward yung hard work mo. That's not how it works. The market doesn't care. The market participants don't care. Okay? There is risk involved. Hindi po siya sigurado. Kung gusto nyo sigurado, then meron tayo yung mga interest from the banks, from yung mga digital banking ngayon and whatever, na pwede na. At least yon sigurado po kayo na makukuha nyo. Pero pag hinahabol nyo sigurado, tapos ipipilit nyo po na dapat mag-invest kayo sa stock market, that's simply not true. Okay? A lot of people hold on to yung mga nakikita nila sa mga Twitter, sa mga Facebook na, oh, kung nag-invest ka noong 1975, kapag dating ng year 2000, ganito na sana yung pera mo. Okay? First off, 25 years is a long time. Mukha lang siyang maikli kapag nasa chart. But more importantly, I've actually studied those, and there are times na ibahin mo lang ng konti, na kunyari, imbis na bumili ka noong 1975, bumili ka ng 1980, kunwari. Ang laki nung difference sa results. Hindi ko po sinasabi na yung resulta biglang magiging lugi, ha? Ang sinasabi ko lang, malaki yung pwedeng maging difference sa potential gains na ipinapakita sa inyo ng mga bangko, ng mga trading funds, and so on. Kasi nga, syempre, pipili sila ng starting point and ending point na pabor sa kanila. If you just randomly start at any given year, diba? And then move time forward, you will see kung di kayo naniniwala sa akin, try doing it yourselves, no? You will see na vastly different yung results. Now, trading compared to investing involves higher risk, but it also involves higher potential returns, as the price might go high or low in a short time. Since investing is an art like we discussed, it does take a while to develop. Syempre, binubuon nyo yung quote-unquote basket nyo eh. Maaaring yung laman ng investment basket nyo, may konting index funds, may konting crypto, may konting stocks, whatever. Okay? So it does take a while to develop. It involves comparatively lower risk and lower returns in the short run, but might deliver higher returns by compounding interest and dividends if held for a longer period of time, tulad ng pinag-usapan natin kanina. Now, for me, ultimately, okay, assuming things go well, it does tend to play out very similarly. Again, yes, trading involves higher risk and higher returns potentially. Tapos, yung sa investing, may lower risk, lower return. But, again, may pros and cons yan eh. Sa trading, you can ride on yung mga strong months, years, whatever. Sa investing, ganun din naman. Pero, yun nga lang, kapag nag-drawdown, hindi ka lumalabas. Pag sa trading, baka wala ka sa market during those times. So again, daily market cycles don't affect much on quality stock investments. At least, yun yung paniniwala ng mga investors. Okay? And I'm not saying it's wrong, ha? I just want to make sure na na-explain ko ng mabuti yung difference para po mas magkaintindihan lahat ng tao from both sides. Art versus skill. Traders are skilled technical individuals who time the market and learn market trends to hit higher profits in the stipulated time. It is related to the psychology of the market. Investors, on the other hand, analyze the stocks they want to invest in. Investing also includes learning business fundamentals and commitment to stay invested for a longer term. It is related to the philosophy that runs the business, meaning naniniwala tayo kung mag-i-invest tayo sa isang kumpanya na down the line, 20, 30 years from now, diba? Maaaring, let's say, nagtayo tayo, GT Fast Food. Naniniwala tayo na yung GT Fast Food, 20, 30 years from now, magiging parang bagong Jollibee yan. Magiging parang McDonald's yan. Okay? But in order for you to know all of that, you need to study lahat ng kailangang pag-aralan. Meaning, hindi lang po tayo nagre-rely sa balita na nakikita natin sa dyaryo. We need to understand the business properly. Not just the income statement, okay? Not just yung PE ratio or what have you. We need to understand the people. Sino ba yung nagpapatakbo ng company? Diba? What do we know about this person? Diba? Meron na ba siyang track record from before? A lot of people like to think na kung alam ko lang yung ginagawa ni Warren Buffett, or kung alam ko lang yung ginagawa ni Jesse Livermore, or kung alam ko lang paano mag-trade si Spyfrat, na biglang yayaman tayo. It doesn't work like that. Kunyari si Warren Buffett na lang, for example. He has access, number one, to a lot of really good people that help him do the research. Yes, maybe yung final call sa kanya, but he does have access to a heck of a lot of people that we don't. Next, he has access to information na quote-unquote potential insider information. 'Di ba? Hindi naman yun available sa public. Kapag gusto ni Warren Buffett kausapin yung CEO ng isang company, kunyari SPNEC, 'di ba? Gusto niyang kausapin si Sir Leviste, then of course, Sir Leviste will make time for Warren Buffett. How long do you want to talk, Sir Warren? You want to talk for 4 hours, 10 hours? Let's go. Diba? Pero kunyari, sabihin natin meron tayong tanong. Diba? Meron tayong gustong malaman. Can you really get the answers? Or even if you can get the answer, won't it be a quote-unquote whitewashed answer? Diba? Kumbaga yung diluted na, yung for public consumption. So we need to realize na we can't emulate other people just because hindi lahat ng meron ng ibang tao ay meron din tayo. Even if we disregard yung mga things like access to more information, access to more people, kahit yung personalities natin nagkakaiba. So, mas importante na kilala nyo yung sarili nyo. Okay? At gagawa kayo ng pagte-trade or pag-i-invest based sa pagkakilala nyo on who you are. Ano yung strengths nyo? Ano yung weaknesses nyo? Diba? You lean on your strengths and then you shy away from your weaknesses until ma-improve nyo sila. Okay? And then finally, the ones who do. Traders put money in a stock for a short time. They buy and sell fast to aim for higher profits in the market. Missing the right time may lead to loss. Diba? Kung hindi sila nakabenta ng tamang oras, baka nalugi pa, baka na-stop out pa. They look at the present performance of the companies to hit the higher price and book profits in the short term. Investors keep themselves away from the trends and invest in value. The charts matter a heck of a lot less. They invest for a longer period of time, keeping an eye on the stocks they hold. They patiently wait till the stock reaches its potential. Ultimately, the ones who achieve their financial goals are successful. So, bakit ko to pinasok? Kasi, yun naman yung mahalaga eh. Whether you trade or you invest. Ang importante is tumutulong po yung ginagawa nyo to achieve your financial goals. Alam nyo po ba yung financial goals nyo? Diba? Hindi lang yung, kasi gusto ko yumaman eh. Ano yung mayaman? Diba? You need to plan it out. You need to know what it is that you're aiming for, what it is you want to do. Para alam nyo kung paano kayo pupunta doon. Kung kunwari lumawas ako ng bahay, sumakay ako ng kotse, inon ko, nag-drive ako, pero wala akong destination sa utak ko. Yes, I might see wonderful places as I drive along the way, but at the end of the day, forever akong ligaw kasi di ko alam saan ako pupunta eh. Diba? So, instead of trying to bash people from either side of the fence, nasasabihin nyo, hindi, dapat yan, bulok yan, wag nyo nang ganyan, ganyan. Okay, hindi naman kaya, ikaw trade ka ng trade, dapat di ganyan, mag-momentum trade ka. Parang lahat na lang hinahanapan nyo ng dahilan para awayin. O hinahanapan natin ng dahilan para maging mali. Instead of being like that, mag-focus na lang tayo sa financial goals natin. And let's focus on ourselves. Let's surround ourselves with people who think the way that we do. But let's not shut ourselves off from the people who think differently because we need to accept that there's something to be learned from everyone, whether or not we agree with them. Okay? So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin on trading versus investing, no? I just wanted to get this out there kasi nga I feel like for such a small community dito sa Philippines, it's disheartening na yung mga tao talagang nagbabangayan pa. Diba? Parang imbis na we're there to encourage and support one another, mga away pa tayo. Aawayan natin yung mga beliefs na we don't hold on to. Diba? Tapos yung mga quote-and-quote kakampi sa atin, kahit na tama man o mali, yun yung panghahawakan natin. Let's learn to learn from one another. Yun naman yung importante dun eh. Now, our next episode will be the last one. Wala na akong gustong idagdag. Naisip ko lang talaga to as I felt na it was important to talk about this before we ended the Anatomy of a Scam series. But next week, we'll talk about Goku. And then after Goku, the Anatomy of a Scam series will be over na. Okay? I hope na nag-enjoy naman kayo sa ride natin. No? It's been a wild few months. Diba? Bittersweet kasi nga patapos na tayo and I was and still am very excited in discussing yung mga various theories and teachings ni Senior Spyfrat, no? And I'm glad na nagkaroon din tayo ng platform to talk about things like this, yung trading versus investing, which I feel is also important. Okay? So guys, as always, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!